you back. Zulu King Just P in the building, and myself, Zulu King L1.
Cool, cool.
Peace. Well, man, glad to be back with y'all, man. We was just talking off
Good to
camera
see you,
like
bro.
about some of the recent developments going on, like, and it's stuff we really don't even care for. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I mean, it's not even entertaining to me, like this whole Young Thug and Gunna, having a marathon in Brooklyn or a 5K run. People was calling it a rat race. Um, I don't know, man. Which like they saying now Young Thug is I guess homosexual or something too, from what they saying now. What they saying? They leaked stuff out, P, like info on that?
Ain't it like his interview tapes with the case? I guess it's him talking on the phone. I think they're phone calls, right? And I didn't hear all the tapes in entirety, but I heard like Rob Markman, certain people talking about certain parts. You know what I mean? One is how he bought Gunna Streams to beat out the weekend for the number one spot.
Mm.
Um, Another part that people were discussing was what was it? What was it? I just went blank real quick. What was another part that they discussed? I'm not sure. Very different
I
parts.
heard
It'll come
something
back.
that
But
I heard something that don't wear
there's a lot
skinny
of them, and
jeans,
I just had
don't
on
wear
my
skinny jeans around them, cause he'll get
no
at you or something like that. I heard that today. I don't know.
not today, because I mean, some was suspect when he first dropped. You know what I mean? So that's like the oldest of the rumors when it comes to Young Thug to me. But
Right.
as
What he
far as
said?
them
What?
phone calls,
What he say? I was smoking what?
Yo, I look,
oh please,
I'll say
please.
this. I haven't heard any of the tapes. I haven't heard any of the tapes because I'm not interested. I never was interested in his music.
Or
Um, Dude had like a little. He shopped in a little girls section and put a dress on, bought a dress and was wearing it. Like I don't subscribe to none of that stuff, but I did hear a couple of years ago him saying him to smoking a blunt as he's smoking penises, and he referred to his friends, his homies as his bays, his lovers, and his husbands. So that
Definitely,
right there,
definitely.
actually, like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, I never paid attention to his case. I never said free him. I didn't care, to be
or
honest with you. Like after hearing that and like the whole dress thing, like I don't want to hear nothing from you. So like I just think it's really weird for people to like be calling him a rat now and like disregarded all the like weirdo behavior because the music was popping or whatever. Like so now he's a rat.
That's a fact.
Disregard everything else, and just focus on that he's allegedly snitching now. Like I really don't care about it. I'm just keep it real. Like I know this is a topic, but I haven't paid attention to anything. Like I see it, but I don't click on it. I see thumbnails and the headlines of certain things that he allegedly
Right,
said on
right,
these tapes, but I don't even. I'm not invested in hearing his voice. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah.
saw something today where he said he apologized to Glorilla for calling her ugly, and I'm just like yo, man,
right.
like this dude, like every day you see something, and I really don't want it in my feed, my algorithm.
Or
I don't want
Word.
nothing. Like I've been
Try not to
staying
Google it.
clear, dude, since he came out. You know what I mean? Like since he debuted, I've been staying clear of him, and I intend to keep it that way.
yeah. No, I hear you. I remember like it was like 9 years ago, like 2016, like early. I guess he was like he had quite a buzz with the young ones, and they're like, "Yo, you don't listen to Thugger's music?" I'm like, "Nah." They're like, "Come on, bro, you too young to be an old head. Like, you got to tap in." I'm like, "Yeah, am I missing something? Like, put me on." I was like, "Yo, let me hear three joints. There's three joints that's out right now." And I ain't gonna lie, them three joints was trash. I'm gonna be real with you. I couldn't even take it. One of them I thought was like semi okay, and the other two was straight garbage. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, and yo, the whole day they was trying to convince me. We was working, we was breaking down this truck. We was breaking down this truck, big ass truck, right? We had the rollers out with mad boxes, and they had the shit bumping, and they was like, yo, some really spitting. I'm like, nah, y'all bugging. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, throw some real shit on. You know what I'm saying? And these young dudes, I mean, and I hate to
Yo,
like they just I don't know, dudes be listening to some bullshit.
Nah, but it's dudes our age that listen to him too.
No, that's a fact.
And
That's a
be and
fact.
be jacking it. Like I can't fully blame the youth. I said like like about a month ago on social media that like I'm not blaming the youngsters anymore because they're just following the blueprint that we laid for them. And it's us because we're a generation before them. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying me specifically or directly,
Hmm.
but I'm just saying our generation laid the blueprint for them to follow, and they just, because we had people our age that didn't care, didn't have any regard. Like we always say, like, oh, when we was that age, we wouldn't do certain things, but there were people our age that did these things, didn't have regard for the elders, didn't have regard for
Hmm.
women, didn't have regard
Reckless.
for children. You know what I'm saying? We had those people, and I always thought it was corny. I always thought it
Yeah.
was whack. I always like, so I'm not like just gonna like every time something happens like with the youth, I can't like, yo, today's youth, because we had
Yeah,
that
no,
too,
it's
and the
unfair. It's
generation
unfair to do
before
that.
us had that too, had dudes. I
Hmm.
just went to Farmers Day, and and I wasn't gonna go, but I saw some of the reasons why I'm glad I don't live over there no more. And it was good to see a lot of people. I don't mean to get off subject, but
No, no, go ahead, bro.
I just
Speak
I
on it.
just saw a few reasons why.
Well, people
You
acting a
know what I'm saying?
fool.
Nah, just the same, like
No
just the
growth.
same
No,
ignorance, man. Yeah,
same
yeah,
same
just the
old same old.
same.
No,
Yeah, same
nobody
old.
changing. They still on the same
Yeah,
time.
I seen a bunch of 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 30-year-olds, and year-olds, like, you know what I'm saying? Like doing, and I'm not trying to say that to say I'm better than anybody, but like, yo, man, if you still with the same mentality after
Yeah,
all
grow
these years,
grow up
I know how to
already.
be around people that I grew up with and not act like a 17-year-old, or, like somebody with,
Hmm.
that haven't grown. But what's up, P? I see you putting your hand up.
all right, real quick, not even to. There's a couple of interesting things. One, I do remember, but there's a couple interesting things. Period. Overall, when it comes to the Young Thug situation, as far as like the whole snitching thing, yo, it's always been by like kind of subjective, like whatever your definitive. You know what I'm saying? Because they always have like there's always exceptions to the rule, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, when Young Thug got a bunch of reasons why he's not a snitch, was defending himself. Another thing is the fake streamings and the bots. You know what I'm saying? That might have been rumor, but to have them like confirm that and say that outright is crazy because that really like I'm not surprised. I'm just glad that's out in the open. And then the thing that them calls was like before they not like us. You know what I'm saying? The whole Kendrick thing, this was a couple of years. This was like before when he kind of like, it's like maybe, I don't know, 2, 3 years ago or something like that. It's a little while ago, you know what I mean? And so he was kind of saying a lot of crazy things. And it was because Kendrick didn't want to do a feature for him, you know what I'm saying, while he's in jail. And he was trying to offer all kinds of money, and Kendrick was just like, nah, I'm not with it, you know what I mean? But those are things that just point out a lot about today's culture and hip hop in general. The fact that I do like that Kendrick stood on like integrity and not just did like the song for a bag, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen a couple of people like the song with J. Cole and Young Thug. Was that for a bag? I don't know. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he met his price. And then Doug kind of did his thing on there, and Cole definitely did his thing. Cole, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But it's interesting what people pick and choose to pay attention to, yo, especially overall. And I don't think none of his music is so compelling that it outweighs any of these wild things that he does. You know what I'm saying? The whole like they even be lowering the standards of what's acceptable snitching now, and they're kind of like the people that kind of like get at him for snitching are like very few, kind of, other than people that don't really care. As long as like if Gunna makes a hot song, if Young Thug comes out with a crazy album like how Gunna did, no one's gonna care. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be
People gonna
like,
jack it. Yeah,
ah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put in a little caption,
that's
and
my
that'll be that.
slime.
So
That's my slime.
right.
Oh no.
I think P tapped out.
Yeah,
Um,
something P frozen.
well,
Let's
as
see if he
far as
comes back in.
excuse me, as far as like streaming and stuff and buying streams and all of that, that stuff has been in music for it predates streaming.
Right.
Like I remember like they accused Irv Gotti, like more recent, they accused I remember Irv Gotti saying it as a matter of fact. He bought the first few thousand copies of Ashanti's album. People were shipping gold because the label was buying the
Mm-hmm.
records. They were buying the albums.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were ordering
We've heard a
10,
lot
they
of
was
cases
buying
like that.
100,000, right?
Right.
So they can go gold, so they could ship gold, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal for them to go platinum. It wouldn't be that difficult to go platinum. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So like it's
Right.
always been that. It always been like
Yep.
a boosting of the numbers. So I really don't care about that. And sales mean nothing to me. Streams mean nothing to me. That doesn't dictate how hot
Mm-hmm.
an artist is to me because music is subjective and I like what I like. And just because this person has a billion streams doesn't mean that I have to like it. And it doesn't mean
Right.
that I'm a hater either. It means I have
Right. Right.
preference
Right.
and I have choice. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I don't want to listen to music that's in 2025 and I prefer to listen to 90s music, there's a section for that in all the streaming apps. In Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
everything, they have 90s music, 80s music, 70s music, and so on and so forth. So if I
Yep.
don't want to listen to 2025
Right.
because I'm stuck in an era, I can do that, and that's my
Right. It's your
choice, and
choice.
I don't
Right.
have to listen to everybody
Right.
like that. And even before streaming, like I said, sales never dictated
Right.
to
Right. Right.
me whether
Right.
somebody was nice or not. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a bad not talk towards P. I'm just saying like when people use like the streaming thing, whether it's fake or not, I don't think that's a good argument to gauge how dope artist is. You know
Can
what I'm
you think
saying?
of right, I got you. Can you think of somebody from our era that people were like, yo, you gotta listen to this because it's hot, or something that was buzzing on the radio a lot, like hip hop wise, that you didn't necessarily like, something that was popular.
Mims.
Mims, right? This is why I'm hot, right? He
Hmm.
had a very popular song. He was getting a lot of buzz, a lot of
And that
talk,
was it.
right? And
Nelly.
right, right, right. Well,
Nelly, I
him
didn't
in
like never
general,
liked
right?
Nelly. I
Right.
never yo, and the thing about like Flex, I remember he was trashing Nelly, and then the
Or
following week he was throwing bombs on Country Grammar. And the thing about Nelly is that's when I knew the payola was real too. Um Nelly, my man that I grew up with in my hood, my man Al Boo, he was the first dude I saw in my hood before I went to the military. He had Country Grammar. He had the CD, and he was hyping them. And Cal Boo listened to everything. Mobb Deep, he from Queens, he from Far Rock to
mhm.
be exact. You know, and he from the projects
Wow.
and Far Rockaway, and he was on Nelly early. And Country
Hmm.
Grammar came out. He had the CD. We used to go to his crib, smoke out, play video
Try
game.
to
He
put
had
you
all
on.
the like, yeah. And he was like, "Yo, why, man? This is." He was like, "I know." He was like, "I know you. I know what you like and all of that. I know you Wu Tanged out, Mob Deep, Nah, and all of that, Jay Z, whatever." But he was like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
yeah.
this." He was like, "I'm telling you, this dude." And then when Nelly went diamond, I had saw him and he was like, "Oh, I told you." I was like, "Yeah, you was right." He's still trash to me, but I was like,
Right,
"I hear you." I was like, "He did his numbers." You know what I'm saying? He
right.
he
Do
did
you
his
think he's
numbers, but
trash, or you just think he's not for us? Like,
um
I don't think he's trash. I think he's talented, but he's just not for us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
I thought he was trash. I'm not. I ain't
I ain't
never.
even give
I
Saint
ain't.
Lunatics a try because of him. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like,
I actually like. I like Brother Ali,
Ali was dope
and
from
I
Saint
yeah.
Lunatics. Yeah,
I like Brother Ali, and I liked um not Brother Ali because Brother Ali
his brother Ali's
the
from Minnesota. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But Ali,
I'm
his
talking
name
about
is
Ali,
Ali.
right, right, Ali, yeah,
Yeah.
right. And I
Hmm.
thought Murphy Lee was okay. I thought Murphy Lee was all right, but they like not. I'm not saying because there's dudes that's nice from the Midwest that I rock with. I just thought Nelly wasn't. He wasn't nice to me.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
like I said, that's my preference. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I'm not like the thing is like when people, oh, you a hater. Right, because I know there's probably gonna be somebody saying like I'm a hater. I'm Nelly. This is a hater. All right. His music is garbage and he don't deserve to make money off. I don't know how he's making money off it. That's a hater. When I call somebody's music whack, that's my choice. I'm however you get your money, that's how you get it. I'm not saying you don't deserve to make
Hmm.
what you're making and you shouldn't
Right,
be in this position or whatever. That's a hater. That's somebody
right,
who like really
right,
has a disdain and you know what I'm
right, right.
saying?
You don't
Like
want to
I
see
just
someone
don't
be
like the
successful
music.
or
Right,
elevate. Yeah,
right.
you wishing
I don't like the
negativity
music.
upon them. Right,
I don't like the
right.
music.
Yeah,
Think it's
yeah,
whack. Like if I say something's
yeah.
whack, that don't mean I'm hating. I don't care if the whole world likes it. Like
You
that's
know what I
just
didn't like?
my personal opinion.
You know what I didn't like, and I was really hating on him. Not hating to the sense like I'm the same way. I'm not. I don't care. Like I love to see any black man feed. You know what I'm saying? His family, give opportunity, businesses, and all of that. To his family. I always root for the people. But I thought the dude B.O.B. was getting a lot of attention. And I'm like, I couldn't understand his gimmick with the guitar. And I don't think he's trash, but he was getting a lot of
Mhm.
attention and dudes like, all these hit singles and whatnot. And I'm
He
like,
was
yo,
all right.
yeah, like his music wasn't trash, but I hated the buzz out of nowhere that he got. And then
Then
seeing
he
him with the
disappeared.
guitar often. What you said?
Then he disappeared.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where is he
I
now?
haven't
He's
haven't
gone.
well, I'm not saying disappeared, but maybe I wasn't, like I
Where
didn't
is
keep
he? I
up with
like,
him, but I thought he was all right.
I didn't like him. And I'll be honest with you, like hearing Jay-Z, I really like that was another dude that like listening to his first album, I thought he was okay, but I wasn't like really on him like that. Like he wasn't like brilliant or like incredible. It wasn't a must listen to for me. And then
Mm.
I started to like him a little bit more when Volume One came out because he dropped like a couple of videos for Streets is Watching, right? That kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
I warmed up to
yeah.
Streets is Watching like the whole because it was kind of like a mini movie, right? If I
That
recall, he
that
had
was
like
that was the that was the Streets is Watching soundtrack, but he had
that
Streets
was
is Watching the song on volume one. I think
right, right,
the mini movie was the soundtrack to Streets is Watching. That's two separate
right, right. Two
joints,
different joints, but
two
that's why I
different
started
albums. Yeah,
take a liking to him off those videos. You know what I'm
right, right,
saying?
right,
And
right,
then
right.
I thought Volume One was okay, but Volume Two is when I really started to like maybe because of the joint with him and DMX. I don't know. Like I started to take more of a liking and take him a little bit more
What Money
serious.
Cash Hoes?
Money Cash Off, I like that joint. It had a lot of energy. Even though I don't like that type of vibe or like that
What's
message,
the difference of money and cash? It's the
nothing.
same thing.
Same thing. Yeah. Yeah. I know
Never
you
liked
mentioned
that
that
song.
before.
Yeah,
And yeah,
yeah.
no, I hear
I
you.
never liked this song.
I think the
I
beat
never
was
liked
crazy.
D.
I think it had a lot of
Yeah, the beat
energy.
was cool. That was Swiss, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
believe
never
so.
like I never liked X and My Dog's Bite. I never liked that. I
Yeah,
didn't think
that's
it was
it
hot.
was
I
yeah.
didn't think. I just was
It
like,
it didn't
all
age
right.
well.
It's like
That
all
yeah.
dogs bite. That when he
Right.
first said it, when I first heard it, I was like, but all dogs bite. They have
Right. Even
teeth. Just your
the little
dogs.
ones be nastier than the big
Yeah.
ones.
The ankle biters.
Right.
Those are the ankle biters. I'm like, yo,
Right.
your dogs just don't bite. Everybody do. Everybody who has a dog bites.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
whatever. I get it though.
Um so one thing I know we was talking a few minutes before we started filming, and I wanted to say something about Mel Matrix coming home. Whatever, like that's good for the brother that he's home. I never want to see a man locked up away from his family, doing bad. But I saw like a lot of commentary about Jimmy giving him that necklace or whatever. And it was weird to me. What I did want to say was like he gave him the big five or whatever, the non-trade joint, I guess. It's like gang paraphernalia, the medallion,
Mhm.
right? And but he
Mhm.
denounced, or he dropped his
And he
flag to
dropped his
try to
flag
come.
in a letter to the judge. Yeah, trying to.
Right,
Man,
in a letter
yo,
to the judge. So and then you come home and the first thing you do is bro incriminate you by throwing that on your neck. I feel like that was like a setup almost like for failure
on
because
it.
like he put
Sell
that
it.
energy on you. Right.
On it.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? But and then people were in the comments like, "Yo, he should have bought him a house. He should have bought him this." First off, Jimmy don't owe nobody nothing. He's to do whatever he wants to do with his money. He don't got to buy Mel Matrix a house, a studio, a condo, an apartment. He could buy him whatever he wants to buy him. And he don't owe nobody nothing. Maybe other people feel like whatever he owes Mel, but like Jimmy made Mel. Mel didn't make Jimmy unless we talking some gang shit, and I don't really know about that. Like, I'm not non-Trey blood, so that's not my thing. Um, but like to me, it's like whatever. Like I'm happy to see a brother come home from prison. Now they saying, oh, he had gotten 10 years. Why is he home in seven? Did he give
He got
somebody up?
11.
Not he got 11.
And possible that he could have been in some programs to get time knocked off. So I
Right.
mean, like the thing is, um, this is why I don't get into the street politics because somebody will get sentenced to something and then they'll come home early, too early for some people's liking, and then they'll be like, yo, he had to have told or cooperated on something with
Mm-hmm.
no paperwork, no nothing. People just see you come
Right.
home. Oh, you said you had 10 years, came home at 5, or why you came home at 7, why you came home at 8. Then a lot of
Right.
people don't know the difference between a state case and a Fed case.
Right.
And like I said, there's programs
I don't think you have
that'll
to do
knock
your
your
whole time
time
in the
off.
feds. I think you
Right.
do like
But
a
see,
certain
I don't
percentage
even
of it.
me personally, I'm not even looking it up because I don't care. You know what I mean? But
Right.
like for the people that do care, it's public information. You can look it up on your own.
Right. Right.
It's nothing to just look up. You
Yeah.
really that you can't just listen to a 6ix9ine or and that's another thing. Like a lot of people are running these platforms, um, the Poetic Flacos, the academics, the Aiden, I mean not Aiden Ross, Trap Law Ross, um, and what's this the other white guy, No Jumper, right? Adam
Yeah.
22.
Adam 22.
These dudes never did nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I see Paul Flacco talking crazy, but don't nobody believe, you, man. Like, they just talk and you run into them and they're calling people snitches and punks and like this is it's all messed up. It's all messed up. Like you run into a streamer, get your story because people are gonna listen. I guess that's why they do it. You think you're gonna get a bag behind it
Mhm.
because that's like the motivation. Everything is like bag chasing and all this weird lingo that people use. I'm chasing a bag or content or whatever, but I wouldn't run and tell my story to a geek and a dweeb. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like a straight up dork. I'm not like I'm
Yeah.
not telling my story to no dork who can't even relate
Right.
to, like because they're making fun of somebody's pain and being in prison and like
Hmm.
if you gotta like do physical harm to somebody, like it takes a lot out of you. Like that stuff like it's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like going to
And to live
jail
your
isn't a
life
joke.
in a to live your life in a battlefield, like, when
Yeah,
we
it's
were
not
active
funny.
in the streets, it wasn't something pleasurable at any moment,
Right,
thinking that I'm gonna
right,
bump into the opposition and I'm either gonna have to
right,
take a life or lose my life.
right,
Um,
right.
it's not a good feeling, and it's not something that you
Yeah.
want to glorify, or
And
like, I
these
don't
dudes is
know.
playing with it. And these dudes are
Yeah,
playing. You
playing with
got you
it.
run it, but you run into them like I don't get it, man. But like as far as like Mel Matrix and Jim and all of that, I mean, it's good that he's home and he's married and he has a child, I believe, or children. So, you know, yo, man, people been telling from the beginning. People
Yeah.
been telling from the beginning. I remember when and this is more recent. I remember when Alpo came home, but the brother Mecca Audio had interviewed him,
Hmm.
and he
I
asked
remember
him
that.
about him telling. He like, yo, I did what was best for me. You can't tell nobody. There's no that's made up. The mafia told on each other.
Right.
They told, and it was supposed to be La Cosa Nostra and all of that. Like, yo, or whatever, whatever
The
their
code of
their
Omerta.
yeah, Omerta, right, 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 Omerta, right.
Right.
It was on the tip of my tongue, no doubt. Um, but um, nah, seriously, like, like that stuff is made up. No women, no children. That's made up. It's made up
No,
because there's people
no,
that
no
don't
killings
care.
on Sundays. Remember in The
Right.
Wire?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
They're
mean,
like,
yo,
yo, it's
like,
Sunday.
dudes, well, dudes see, well, no women, no kids. Dudes see you with yo, and it's funny. This is funny because today actually, I had like I didn't even have an incident at work. It was just like it was awkward exchange. Like yesterday, there's this dude at my job that um I used to be a little cool with him. A little bit, and then like he kind of like was trying to be a younger brother, like under the wing kind of thing, and he started acting weird. So I just like distanced myself from him. Like we had a few verbal spats here and there over the years, but nothing crazy. I mean, he said something, and I might have invited him to, like a dance or whatever, and he refused it, and that's fine, cool, whatever. So yesterday, I'm returning to my office, and got some stuff in my hand. He had his family in there. He got two kids. He got his wife in there. One of his kids is on the spectrum. He sees me and he stops and he's like me mugging me with one kid in each hand. He grabbing their hands tight and he looking at me and I'm just like, I'm confused. I'm
Like
looking
posturing.
behind me. Yeah, and I just laughed. I'm like, yo, like you're in front of your children behaving like this? I'm like, yo, you don't know what kind of person I am. Like, you don't know if I'm a
Yeah.
maniac. You don't know if I would disregard your wife and kids, but you only did
Yeah.
that because we're there. So this morning, I didn't even clock in. I saw him, I went right to him. And you know what he did? He called my supervisor for help. He yelled, my supervisor, yo, come get him. And then everybody started coming over and got in between us. And then I started getting called all the you bitch and nigga
So,
and all of
so
this
with
and
that.
talking crazy and put on the show. And I just was like you a coward, man. You beat women. I'm just like, yo, you just a joke, man. But it's
Yeah.
cool. I mean,
Look
I
at
don't
that
even know
shit.
why I went over there. But like I'm just saying, like people been telling, people been enticing people, and then telling on them. You provoke people, then tell on them. You know, what I'm saying you instigate, you tell on them. You know, you've been violating women, kids. You don't care who's around. This has been going on since the streets have been a thing. This been
Hmm.
going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's only a
it's
certain few, and then those that press the code the most be the main ones breaking the code, quote
right,
unquote. Be the main ones, the ones that uphold it the most, be the main ones telling. So I'm not
right,
shocked
right,
unless I don't care.
right. Um, I remember when I was younger and we was active in the streets. I'm not gonna say no names or groups or who it is, but people from the town probably will be able to put the pieces together. Um, Me and a couple of Zulus, we used to play the bodega. Not often, but we play the block, play the bodega, typical street stuff. Most of the brothers, I guess, smoking, drinking, chilling. You know how the streets be in the hood or whatever, Long Island,
Mhm.
Queens, New York City. People is outside, people play the bodega, people play the streets, corner stores. And we was chilling outside the corner store, and we went inside another store, came out, went into the bodega. Brothers was gonna get some beef patties and all of that. And we seen one of the opposition, and we like, as soon as we seen him, we like, yo, son, come outside. And he like, yo, chill, chill, chill. I'm with the family. I got my seeds with me. Like, nah, come outside right now before we mop you up in the store right now. We getting loud with son Poppy in the bodega, like, yo, take that outside. Right? We go outside, we ready to scrape son. His BM come out, yo, please, I got the seeds with me, I got the kids with me. She showing the kid dangling in her arms, kid crying. He like, yo, y'all gonna do me like that? Son, like, y'all gonna do me like that? And I looked at his BM, and I was like, yo, just go. We're gonna take this up another time, right? So that's me being a good dude. I think that was the honorable, respectful thing to do, right? We don't want
Mhm.
to expose children to violence. Like that's not
Right,
a
right,
good thing
right,
to do. You know what I'm saying? It could have went crazy. You don't
right,
want no children to experience that. I wouldn't want my
right,
children to
right, right,
experience
right,
me engaging in combat or
right.
seeing violence. You know what I'm saying? And the very next day, he seen one of the brothers, the same brother that I was with, and he was like, "Yo, I thought y'all was gonna try to smash me when y'all seen me." Um, you know what I'm saying? He was like, good looking out, because I had my kids with me. And he was like, my son was like, uh, yeah, all right, right? And then he was like, try to give him a pound, and he was like, oh, you ain't gonna dap me up? And he was like, so son was like, all right, whatever. Went to go reach his hand. When he grabbed his hand, and he cut him with a razor in the face.
Right.
You know what I'm
Remember that.
saying?
Remember that.
And this is the payback when you give
For you
people the
getting a
respect,
pass, yeah.
you give somebody a
Mhm.
pass, then they sneak you and cut you in your face. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah,
I remember
coward.
my son telling me that, right? It's a cowardly move. You know what I'm saying? I remember my son telling me that, and that shit drove me crazy. And I told the brothers, like, yo, we ain't giving no passes no more to nobody. I don't care what the circumstances is. We've got a
Right,
problem with somebody, we're gonna deal with it on the spot. However people feel, whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like that was the basically the order. And this is all street shit because I don't think like that now. At the time, that's what I was on. You know what I'm saying? Because I was really angry, but that's how dudes be playing. They ain't no respect, they ain't no honor. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like it's always sneaky tactics. Oh, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. They don't want to go 1D with you. But if they got the upper hand in this five, if they 5 deep, they want to run down on
Mhm.
you. You
Oh
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Apply
yeah,
the
yeah,
pressure.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's always
yeah.
like that in the streets. That's why this whole street thing, it's no dudes that's tough in gangs. It's all corny. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody
Right,
real gladiators or warriors nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
right. Well, you seen. I don't know if you seen the Queen's Flip video on Eastern Parkway at the Labor Day parade. He put
Mm,
um Day parade. I'm not even gonna call it the Labor Day parade because
right,
has nothing to do with America.
right,
That parade
right,
at Eastern Parkway joint is for
right.
Caribbeans. But
Yeah.
yeah, some I guess the young kid was blood and bumped Queen's Flip. And Queen Flip was like, some like, his thing is don't touch me, don't touch me. And the dude was like, you ain't the celebrity. And young dude skin in his face. And then, he had his security room and then he tried to call his nephew to like put pressure on Queen Flip, and the nephew actually gave Flip a dap, and then dude tried to swing on Flip, and Flip knocked him out. And then one of the girls that was with the kid pepper sprayed Flip, and he
Well,
thought it
of
was the police because the police intervened. The police was on it. Flip put
course.
hands on the dude. And the dude was taller than
Uh,
Flip. You know what I mean? And he had, he had red on or whatever, so it could be so he had a bandana on too. Had a flag. Flip knocked the flag off. Like
uh,
It's on video. It's on Flip's page
yeah.
actually. It's on
I clicked
Flip's
on the
YouTube
link and
channel.
I saw like I saw a lot of people talking about it. I tried to click on a link and then there was some like little white kid like cursing Flip out. So I was like, is this like a one, Flip be doing these stunts like where like
Yeah,
fake
yeah,
beefs,
yeah. Nah,
you know what I'm saying? So I thought that's what it was and I didn't even look for it, you know what I mean? Once I
Nah,
saw that.
he was showing a lot of love. People was running down on him, and like yo, we rock with you, Flip, and the dude, and even after that, Flip was still showing love after the incident and everything. He pepper spray, wiping his face, dude. He was still showing love. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm. Yeah,
you
I
just
mean,
can't. Like everybody's tough now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got this
right.
chip on. Everybody's about the action and all of that. Ain't no love. Like I
Right.
don't know, man. It's
And this is
weird.
why people that are successful don't want to be around the hood no more. Like when people be like, "Oh, he left the hood. He don't want to come back." Like, see, like Flip, he on the Joe Budden podcast. He did well on his own
Hmm.
podcast. Like, he's gone viral in a lot of different moments. I'm sure he's doing pretty good right now. Like, you come and I don't know his ethnic origin, if he's like Afro-Caribbean or whatever,
I
but
think he's Haitian and I think he's Haitian and Jamaican or Haitian and Trini.
okay. So
It's
look,
one
you
of
you
them.
you go you go to be around your culture, your people, a big celebration,
Yeah.
and then what I'm saying, look what happens. What I'm saying? Somebody try to,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, test you or put you in a position. And brother could have lost his life. He could have been sued, lost his freedom. Could be a lot of different things
But
that come just from trying to enjoy yourself. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't be understanding like dudes be thinking Flip is a funny dude, and Flip is funny. He crazy, but Flip will fight though. Flip
Hmm.
ain't nobody like that you. I told you my man. When they used to have the Fire and Ice studio, Flip used to be in there. You know what I'm saying? I used to see Flip a little younger than me, but I definitely used to see Flip around in the studio and stuff. And Flip used to be in there, you know,
Yeah.
and he was cool. He was cool. He know a couple of my peoples and all of that. But Flip get
Mm,
busy. He ain't no sucker. He ain't gonna
mm.
start no trouble,
Right, right,
you
right. Well,
know.
that's what it should.
He
That's
a
the way it
funny
should
dude,
be.
yeah, but he ain't gonna let nobody like dude swung on. I think you gotta watch the video. Dude swung and the
Yeah, I'm gonna
security
check
got
it out. I'm gonna
between,
find it.
and then Flip. Once Flip got to him, it was over. It was like one punch. It was like one
Yeah,
punch and dude was on the ground, and Flip just like tried to pummel him. Dude was out.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I remember like during the 2016 Africa Bambaataa scandal, me and Poppy, Hassan Campbell, were going back and forth on YouTube, and that was like on Flip's channel, and then Flip, started commenting on it like, "So what's up? You want to tell your side of the story?" Because me and Hassan was going back and forth talking crazy to each other because I guess like Poppy thought I was on some bullshit. He really didn't know like what type of side or time I was on. So he was like
right,
misconstruing some of the things. I think he thought that I was supporting Bambaataa during the whole situation. So he was talking crazy. And then Flip like, messaged me a couple times like, yo, do you want to come on the show? And then some brothers declined for whatever reason. They didn't want to go on the show because I wanted to tell my side I was willing to do that, but I wanted to do it amongst with my peers, but whatever. It never materialized, and then me and Hassan Campbell wound up speaking on it. And when he found out I was Muslim, he like, yo, we shouldn't even be beefing. Like, I don't want to beef with my Muslim brother. And then we smoothed it out, and then me and Poppy been good since.
right.
But peace to Flip, man. Like that was dope that he opened the door to get on the platform. I think it would have been good had we did it, but it never got done. Um, but it is what it is. Um, yeah, man. Trying to think is there anything else. Like, we definitely gonna get into this Ghostface joint. I don't think we're gonna do it today. We wanted to review Supreme Clientele too. Um, but we'll probably hold off and do that like when we get Pierre back on. You know what I'm saying? We get the brother Just P on and go at
Mm,
that because it's only right, you know what I'm saying, that he gets on that as well. Because I'm sure, I want to hear his feedback on it. I personally
right.
enjoyed the album, but we'll talk
Mhm.
about it. I know you have some,
Well,
some thoughts
speaking
on
of
it as
Pierre,
well.
if y'all listen to his music, he has a new single out, Malcolm X and the Rugby, featuring him, Louis the Fourth, Timbo King from Royal Fam, Wu Tang Fam,
Hmm.
and Solomon Childs, another Wu Tang affiliate, and one of the founders of the Low Lives, Vic Low, aka Thurston Howard III, produced by GS Advance. It's really
Well,
dope. It's a real dope song. Beat is fire. I
I
think
didn't
they're
even get
doing
to
an
hear it. I didn't
album.
even know it dropped
Yeah, I think it's an album coming out with P
Friday.
with
I
just
think
P
it's
and Louis the Fourth. Um, it's like Wu Tang meets Low Lives kind of
hmm
deal. Track listing
or
is pretty dope. So if you're a fan of the Wu, like the Wu affiliates too, like and it's like deep Wu affiliates. It's like, I mean, of course, Timbo King, Solomon Child, but it's other people you might not have known. Like Kenyatta Black is on there. Kenyatta Black is a low life, but he was also a part of Black Rose Cartel from out of Brooklyn. That's like the Brooklyn side of Wu Tang. They was like population clique. Um,
mm,
they were a couple of other MCs, Kenyatta Black. You know, I mean, I think Shabam Sadiq is on there also on the album. He's a low life. You
or
know what I mean?
super dope too. Yeah, like Shabam a lot.
Like, yeah, Lyricist Lounge. You know,
Or
a couple other dudes is on there too. I think Buddha Monk might be on there, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I know he was doing something. He was out there with Brooklyn Zoo doing something recently. So maybe that's what he was doing, working on. Yeah, man. Shout out to Just P.
So
Yeah.
artwork is dope. They got the picture of Malcolm.
Well, oh, I can't hear you. I lost you. I don't know if you hear me. Oh man, so I don't know why it zapped out. I don't know if he has an issue with his Wi-Fi or disconnected or whatever. But yeah, man, we just wanted to cover some of the latest topics on that's been people's been talking about. Um and once again, thank you for tuning in to Spears and Mics. This is a weekly podcast. We normally record on Thursdays around 10 p.m. You can catch us live. It's streamed live on YouTube and um, also it goes on to Spotify and Apple Music. You can listen to the audio. Man, but I would certainly appreciate a like on the video, a share, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Just stay tapped in and definitely appreciate a couple comments. Let us know what you think about, our commentary, what we were talking about. If you want to speak on a certain thing that we covered, drop it. Let's build on the comment section. But stay tuned, man. Peace and love to all. Salute.